Hi everyone, Father Michael Caine here, and welcome to another episode of Ask Father. This is a new series where I try to answer some of the questions that you send in to me. And over the past week or so, you have sent in lots of great questions, but I decided to go with one that really spoke to my heart, and it's a question from Josh, and this is what Josh writes. He says, "For many years now, I've been considering joining the Catholic Church. I've got Catholics in my extended family, but I'm unsure who to turn to take the next step. The COVID pandemic has made me think more deeply about my life and my future. I desperately want to become a Catholic and embrace a different kind of lifestyle with God and the Church central to my life." So, first of all, very inspiring to read about Josh's story. These are amazing conversion stories that seem to be happening quite a lot these days. Perhaps with everything that's going on in the world, people are looking at their lives in a different way. Josh is a young dad who seems to hunger for the gift of faith. He's filled with enthusiasm and he wants to take this huge step to become a Catholic. And you may be watching this and asking the same question: how do I become a Catholic? How do I join the church? What's the next step in that process? So I'm going to try to talk you through what you need to do. So first of all, you need to, I think, acknowledge the itch. In other words, recognise that this is a real thing going on inside. It's a hunger, a genuine desire that comes not from you, but from God. What you're feeling and experiencing is an amazing grace and a gift from God. He's working within you and calling you to embrace something amazing, life-changing. The fact that he's inviting you to become part of his living church, a member of his family, is the greatest blessing of your life. So I think you need to acknowledge that this is the work of God's Holy Spirit within you. Secondly, of course, there are lots of practical things to consider. So very early on, I would suggest that you share these thoughts with your parish priest. So he's the priest nearest where you live. And you might also want to share these feelings with a person who's close to you, your husband or wife, a parent, a friend, basically somebody you can trust who will take this seriously and support your decision. And once you've had that conversation with your parish priest and maybe somebody else, your priest will then advise you on your next steps. So for those who are ready to begin their journey straight off, you'll be invited to join your local RCIA team. And RCIA stands for the Rite of Catholic Initiation for Adults. This is the programme that you'll join. Lots of parishes have their own RCIA teams. Others join together to form a bigger single group. And it's there that you learn all about the Catholic faith because, let's face it, you've got a lot of catching up to do. And if you think about it, for those who grow up within the church, all of their religious formation is given to them at home, at their Catholic school, and also in their local parish, built over many years. After your baptism, you receive the sacraments as you grow up, usually through your primary school years. And then you have First Reconciliation, First Holy Communion and Confirmation. And all along the way you're building this religious knowledge. But of course, if you're just joining the church, you won't have that. So for an adult who joins the church, all of that formation takes place during the RCIA meetings, which are usually led by the parish clergy and some lay catechists, usually parishioners. So here you learn all about God and the church and the key doctrines of our Catholic faith, all about scriptures, prayer, the sacraments, the creed, the commandments, of course, Our Lady, the saints, Catholic devotional practices, the priesthood, Christian feasts, and lots of other things. So there's a lot of really interesting stuff to cover. And the hope really is that this period of formation will prepare your heart and your mind to embrace the faith of the church. We want you to know fully what you're doing, to learn about the new life that you're about to begin, without any big surprises after you take the leap. So solid preparation, formation, is key. And in that time, you also want to be a person who's developing a love for prayer and the sacraments. So daily personal prayer is essential. Get yourself a simple prayer book, even a Catholic prayer app. Get yourself a Bible, a rosary, just Google how to use it. And also start to have daily conversational prayer with the Lord. Tell him about your day. Share with him how you feel. Open up to him about your joys and your sorrows, your hopes and your worries. Open your heart. Bring all of these things to the feet of Jesus. And then attend weekly Mass. Obviously, you can't receive Holy Communion yet, but you can unite yourself with the community every Sunday and fall in love with the Lord of the Eucharist. Let him reveal himself to you in the sacraments. So if you do all these things and continue to discern God's will for your life every single day, by the end of your RCIA course, you will be presented to the community at the solemn Easter Vigil to be received into the family of the Church. For many, this will mean baptism, First Holy Communion and confirmation. There's no need for confession, remember, since baptism wipes away all sin. So confession will come sometime after. And then for someone already baptised in another Christian denomination like Church of Scotland or the Anglican Church, you of course won't be rebaptised. You're already a baptised Christian. But you'll still need to be received formally into the Catholic Church and receive the sacraments of the Eucharist and confirmation, and also confession sometime before the reception. So Josh, I hope this helps you on your journey of discernment. It is an amazing thing that you're doing, and I promise it will transform your life in unexpected ways. Being Catholic and living this faith is the greatest thing in our lives. It enriches us in so many different ways. And I want to finish with a word to anybody else out there who might be thinking along the same lines as Josh. Please don't keep thinking about it for the rest of your life. Do something about it. Be courageous. Acknowledge the itch and then act on it. You know, some people, they discern for the rest of their lives, but they never take the leap. So I encourage you to take the leap, and I promise you will not regret it. Today is the day to call your parish priest, to pick up the phone, and to share your thoughts with him. And I can assure you, you will brighten up his day. Keep sending in your questions using the details at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you again very soon. God bless. Take care.